All right, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. I want to talk today about a report that says Biden seeking to fund a new COVID vaccine that will be recommended to everyone regardless of vax status. Goes on to say the Biden administration is seeking congressional approval to fund work on a new COVID vaccine that will then be recommended to everyone across the board regardless of vax status. Puppet President Joe Biden unveiled the renewed effort to develop a vaccine that works when asked by a reporter during a vacation in Lake Tahoe to comment on the uptick of COVID cases and new variants. I signed off this morning on a proposal to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for a new vaccine that is necessary that works, Biden responded. He went on to add his administration will then urge all Americans to take the vax, likely meaning the federal government will use taxpayer dollars to launch another insufferable, multi pronged pro vax propaganda campaign. Tentatively, I've not decided finally yet, tentatively, it will be recommended. It will likely be recommended that everyone get it, no matter what they've had before. Biden's pronouncement, which could precipitate the imposition of future mask orders, lockdowns, or vaccine mandates, as predicted by InfoWars host Alex Jones, was condemned on social media, as it should be. Now, we've seen a lot going on this week. Okay, we still have the aftermath and the fallout of the fires in Hawaii. We had the first Republican primary debate. We had Donald Trump's interview with Tucker Carlson, and we had Donald Trump's mugshot go completely all the way around the internet and then some. Okay, but I'm seeing a lot of noise sort of in the background about rising COVID cases, new variants, uh, this employer or this college or this place implementing mask mandates. And now Joe Biden talking about a new vaccine. So there's been a lot of attention paid to all these other stories, and they deserve some attention. But I think our focus needs to be on what they have planned for us in the future, particularly leading up here in the United States to the 2024 presidential election. Okay. Now, we know that the virus that they were calling COVID 19, was an engineered, man made virus. Okay. It was created in a lab. We know that. It didn't just occur naturally and somehow start spreading. No, it came from a lab, and it was created partly through funding by the United States in China. Okay. Now, if we know that, what's the likelihood that the next virus that they put out, allegedly, is going to be worse than what they were calling COVID? Well, I think there's at least a reasonable chance that that is going to be the case. Okay, so I think we all need to be prepared for whatever they have up their sleeve coming out, because they're already talking about all this restrictions and possible lockdowns and so forth again, and we're just not going to go for that. We're not going to go for that. There's a certain percentage of the population that will go for it, that will take whatever vaccine they put out, give it to their kids, give it to their grandparents, and so forth, without the slightest bit of skepticism. Okay, but all of this is bubbling in the background, and we need to pay attention, folks. We all need to pay attention, and we all need to prepare. They say, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Well, you can be prepared for something like this by, if you haven't already, focus on your health. Make sure you're getting exercise. Make sure you're getting all the vitamins and minerals that you need on a daily basis. Um, Make sure your weight is in a healthy range. Make sure you have, food, water, and any other supplies that you think you might need that might be difficult to get if they impose these restrictions again. So it never hurts. It never hurts to have that stuff. But when I'm starting to see all the stuff I'm seeing in the background, I think we definitely all need to be looking at these scenarios and what we need to do to prepare ourselves for them. And of course, resist, push back, don't comply to any of this stuff. That almost goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways. So let me know what you all think. Do you think this is going to happen? Is this just something that they're not going to try to impose these things again, or will they? So let me know what you all think. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.